Menzies, because we want to see you in a Kia. Roll Tide, War Eagle.
SportsMed is the official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. And if the pros trust SportsMed, you can too. SportsMed provides every service you might need for complete orthopedic care, specializing in orthopedic surgery, sports medicine, joint replacement, spine surgery, neurosurgery, and podiatry. And they offer their own brace shop, in-house full-body MRI, physical therapy, walk-in clinic, and so much more. 4 locations and on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
Your Rocket City Trash Pandas are back home June 16th through the 21st. Promotions include an adult Hawaiian shirt giveaway on the 16th, a youth soccer jersey giveaway on the 18th, plus barbecue weekend and Father's Day close out the homestand the 19th through the 21st. Get your tickets now and learn more about our weekly promos by visiting tptix.com. That's tptix.com.
Let's rock it.
Since 1983, Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate's Ann Adams has been your local go-to real estate expert in the area. As a buyer, you can trust Ann's in-depth knowledge of the local housing market to narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in, saving you time when shopping for a new home. When you're ready to sell, Ann's expert negotiation skills will ensure you get a fair price and hassle-free experience. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or email annadamsrise@gmail.com. When you call most roofing companies, all you'll hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming. At Fleming Roofing and Restoration, we're focused on your needs, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement. Folks around here have trusted Fleming since 1965 for all their residential and commercial roofing needs. And as the area's storm damage experts, Fleming knows all the ins and outs of the insurance claims process. Log on FlemingHSV.com to schedule your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
Tom Abraham here for my friends at North Alabama Mortgage. Are you thinking about home improvements? Well, use your equity now and refi later. Or use your equity to eliminate consumer debt forever, then refi to a lower rate and shorter term when rates drop. North Alabama Mortgage can also help you if you're thinking about buying an investment property or a second home at the lake or the beach or in the mountains. We have great programs to make that happen. Visit NorthAlabamaMortgage.com to learn more. That's NorthAlabamaMortgage.com.
We cover all the SEC schools, including Western Union and Venmo.
I want that money!
You know, 97.7 ESPN The Zone. WCZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN The Zone. This hour of The Drive is brought to you by Lynn Leighton Ford, located online at lynnleightonford.com. Welcome to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton. Call into the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline, 256-576-4977.
That's how I roll. And I'm not going to drink and drive anymore.
That's 256-576-4977. Now, here's Wes and Steve.
And away we go here on a Wednesday. I'm telling you, I filled in for the last hour on Talking Ball. From that to now, I've been in C-SPAN hell. There's no other way to put it. There was 2 different hearings, one from Senators Cruz and Cantwell. The other involves Senator Fitzgerald on a House Judiciary Committee examining sports broadcasting amid new media. And it was really examining a bill that was signed in 1961 to help the National Football League. And how are you, Wes?
I'm doing good.
But I will say, last night's Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final, that was a lot of fun to watch. That was a lot of fun to watch. The entire Stanley Cup Final has been, for me, must watch. That series is now tied at 2 games apiece. And tonight we've got Game 4 of the NBA Finals, plural. See whether or not no NBA Finals in the history of the NBA Finals where the first 4 games all the road teams have won. Now, there is one precedent in 1993 between the Bulls and the Phoenix Suns where the first 3 games were won by the road teams, but then the Bulls turned into the Bulls and won game 4 and ended up winning that series in 6 games. So if the Spurs were to win tonight, that would be something that's never happened in NBA history where it's nothing but road, sweet road.
Weren't the Knicks the Spurs favored in going into this?
Yes, they were. Yes.
Yeah. So
yes, they were.
I wouldn't be surprised if that happened.
And then game 5 is back in San Antonio. Game 6 is in New York. Game 7 would be back in San Antonio. They used to do the 2-3-2. Now it's 2-2-1-1-1. So, I've got a lot of audio. You remember me calling Coach Mason yesterday?
Yes.
Well, he brought up gambling, and I'll tell you what.
I'm gonna tell you, everybody I talk to, I mean, that never talk about sports at this time of year, like football coaches and everything. They're all extremely mad about what's happening at Texas Tech. Extremely. They don't get mad about anything. But
did you see the tweet or the X message by Kirby, the athletic director at Texas Tech, put out a statement today supporting his player.
It's a joke.
Then Joey McGuire, I think it was at like a touchdown club meeting or something, was supporting his. I did reach out to Mac Brown, and Mac just calls this whole situation very, very sad. But he is also out of function this evening, or else he would have hopped on with us. But here is Coach Mason, formerly the Vanderbilt coach, currently the Middle Tennessee State head coach, was asked about what he wants to see moving forward in regards to this bill involving Senator Cruz and Senator Cantwell. Well, it would be good if I'm locked in today, baby.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Yeah, I'm locked in
He's a highly
today.
trained broadcast
Yeah, I'm locked in today.
I'll start with governance.
Yeah.
Like for us, consistency and governance. We've all seen the Sorensby case and, what's transpired, with that pre and post. And what we know and understand is we've always had rules around what we do. It's grown our sports. It's allowed us to have, wonderful memories about, what teams, when, where, how, why. But we are worried, with the state of college athletics and gambling and what's happening in and around it. Will it become an epidemic? And with that being the case, not having, true opportunity to govern the sports with rules and regulations becomes really hard because everything gets tied up. And so now, and we saw with the eligibility issues over the last 2 or 3 years, we need a strong governance to give ourselves a chance. It may not be perfect, but we need strong governance.
Senator Cruz followed with the following statement.
Coach, you mentioned also gambling, and I will say one of the real challenges to all of sports, college sports, pro sports, is the threat to integrity and the threat coming from gambling. If we get to the point that we wonder, is every wide receiver who drops a catch making some money on that? Is every pitcher who puts the ball in the dirt betting on the side? That is a messed up system, and it goes right to the heart of what we're doing. And so one of the really important parts of this bill is trying to put in place protections to be able to protect the integrity and to be able to enforce prohibitions on gambling that really do, I think, threaten the entire system. Ranking Member Cantwell has joined us. Do you have?
So
here's the guy admits to gambling.
And also admits to giving money to friends to bet for him.
It'd be different if he said, no, I didn't gamble at all. I didn't gamble. No, that's wrong. They're making false accusations.
I don't know if you saw Joey McGuire today in his statement. I'm not saying that the kid needs to be kicked out of school and just out on the curb. Everybody deserves a second chance. But there has to be punishment. There has to be sustainable punishment for your actions.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get what they're doing.
Does he need help? Yes. Can the university provide it? Certainly.
Yeah. Everybody.
But he does not deserve to play.
Well, that's a joke.
Well, it's a 2-game suspension.
Oh, well, it's.
Really? Is this the world we live in today?
All I know is a guy made 3 $5 bets on a wrestler for Iowa. Made 3 $5 bets and was suspended for the whole year.
That's right.
And he
didn't hire Jeffrey Kessler. Before we get to Big C, Big C, I hope you're not snoozing. Senator Cruz, this was his last question to the panel.
My view is this is the only train leaving the station, which is this bill, I believe, has a real prospect of passage. It is bipartisan. Anything to pass has to get at least 60 votes in the Senate. If you can't get 60 votes, it's not going to pass. And this is the only bill there is that has a real chance. And our objective is not to get 60 votes. I'd like to get a lot more than 60. I'd like to see a really strong bipartisan vote, which then sends this bill to the House and ultimately to the president for signature. In my view, anyone who's a critic, anyone who is attacking this bill, has the burden of saying, what's the alternative? If you don't like this bill, what's the alternative that actually has a path to being passed and signed into law? And so my question to everyone is, if this bill doesn't happen, I think the alternative is doing nothing. And my question is, what happens if Congress does nothing? If we don't act, what do y'all see as the future of college athletics in the next 3 to 5 years if Congress can't come together and work together in a bipartisan way to protect college sports?
So everybody on the panel had a thought on it, but I thought the most concise answer came from the Memphis head coach and Coach Charles Huff.
But let me say this. College athletics is one of the very few things still left in our world that is pure, brings cultures together, brings race, creed, gender, whether it's 100,000 people in a stadium or 100 people on the edge of a pool for 2.5 hours or for whatever the game time is. We all come together. And I think a lot of people who have nothing to do with college athletics, their lives are going to change because the purity of what we've known, whether you're cheering for Texas or whether you're cheering for Oklahoma or whether you're, neither and you're just at the game tailgating and enjoying that celebration, that's going to be no longer because we're going to be in a system that is completely broken. And the people that are going to get affected are not only the student athletes and the administrators inside the entity, but it's going to be the people that work their tails off to go buy a ticket to see the Longhorns play. Mm-hmm. It's going to be the people that grow up with their kids in jerseys of our student athletes because they don't have a connection to Patrick Mahomes, but they do know starting quarterback at the University of Memphis. It's going to be the St. Jude hospitals in the city of Memphis that when we take our team and those young people who are dealing with bigger things than what we are talking about right now in life situations, they're not going to have that because there may not be a Memphis University because of the size. So we're fighting for something. We're supporting you as you fight for something that is bigger than just the student athletes on the courts and the fields and the pools, and they are important. But there are people that will never touch a college sport that need us to get it right, to keep it going. There's parents that are going to take their kids to these games. There's parents that are going to introduce discipline and accountability, responsibility through watching someone get a penalty on a play. The kids are never going to get a scholarship to play at these universities, but they're going to say, well, why did they go back 5 yards? They went back 5 yards because he jumped off sides. Mm-hmm. those are the things that I think also the naysayers may not realize, and it may be all good and fine and dandy. Yeah, they deserve, but this is going to affect the nation. It's not just going to affect our student athletes. And we need you guys to continue to carry this torch, please.
That is Coach Huff.
He actually coached Alabama.
He did. He did. Yeah.
Before he went to Marshall and did a good job and won the conference. And then they were going to get rid of him before he won the conference. So he went to Southern Miss, did well at Southern Miss, and here he is at Memphis.
And Sports Center right now highlighting the post by Kirby, the Texas Tech athletic director. Big C, I need a good distraction. I hope you're awake, sir.
Big C, you're a Texas Tech fan now, aren't you?
Guns up, right?
I was listening to the show. How y'all doing today?
We're good. How you doing, Big C?
I'm doing good, hanging in there. Huff coached at Alabama as an assistant under Saban, but that was really good what he said there.
Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah.
That Huff is very well respected by his players, that the guys that played for him, and I think he did well for himself.
Oh yeah, well, hopefully the only thing that worries me is you got people up there in Washington that might not. They're petty people sometimes. Hopefully they'll be smart and pass it like Cruz says they need to do. So anyway, but well,
I know the Big Ten and the SEC. I'm sure you read about the Big Ten and the SEC not for the pooling of media rights.
Why would they?
What is that?
You jump all the media rights into one big pool.
In other words, the SEC will have to do whatever the Big 12
and slice it up.
Yep, and slice their money up with the Big 12.
No,
well, the Big South. I mean, it's not just the power conferences.
I think you need to earn your money. If you got the money, it's like free market. Whoever wants to watch.
Would you make it ratings based, maybe? Of you earn more by the more eyeballs that witness your games? That sounds fair to me. That sounds fair to me.
Is that something that's been floated?
No, I just did.
So that's about.
I just did. If you make it ratings based, and
but they're not going to do that at this point. So I mean, that's a good idea.
And honestly, it's getting easier. Especially from a streaming platform, you know exactly how many people are streaming a game. I don't know how many times that I've streamed a game, and all of a sudden, at least on my ESPN app, it'll pop up and say, I've exceeded the number of streamable. Sometimes that'll happen, and I'll have to refresh it.
Wow.
I don't know. Has that not happened to you, Big C, or do you just have the old-fashioned satellite dish?
To me, I got cable.
Okay. That's all good. All good. Nothing wrong with that.
No, I don't. My sister and brother-in-law used to. Well, I think they still do. They live in the rural part of Georgiana, Alabama, so they got to have a satellite, or did have a satellite dish, I think. No, they're on like Dish TV or
Direct TV?
Dish TV.
Dish Network, maybe, or
yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Dish Network still a thing? I have no idea anymore. I still am a dinosaur that has Direct TV, but if you get Direct TV, they also give you access to their streaming platform as well. So, but DirecTV just went up in their prices again, and now I'm seriously contemplating dumping the dish
and just go on the
go streaming platform like every other joker.
Yep. Well,
and then I'll end up on YouTube watching what Wes watches every other day. Alabama football games from 1968.
Oh, those are fun to watch.
I've watched every Alabama-Auburn game.
Yeah.
In
since the Frank Thomas era?
No, just in the 70s. I Think about it.
Wes, I'll tell you something. You're talking about watching Alabama-Auburn games on YouTube. You can watch the whole game, the broadcast from 1966. That was the second Alabama-Auburn game that was ever broadcasted on television. And I remember I was 9 years old at the time, and I remember watching it on TV.
So,
and your coach, Ray Perkins, caught a 63-yard pass for a touchdown from Snake Stabler that day. Started the scoring.
One of the more memorable interviews, at least from my standpoint on this radio station, this particular program, was an interview we did with Coach Pat Dye. And we just casually brought up the 1965 season at Alabama. He went game by game, and in a couple of the games, he was going play by play.
Yes, he was.
Dang.
I mean, it was and by the way, I'm still looking for it. I know I've got it somewhere. But it was one of the darndest. We were over on the old place, the old place.
Yes, the older place.
Yeah. Right across from the railroad tracks.
Talking about his first year as an assistant at Alabama.
I remembered every play.
Yes, it was incredible. It was absolutely
I would
incredible.
like to hear that.
I'm looking for it. I promise I'll look. I mean,
find it. You got to find that one. That's pretty interesting.
Well, something tells me you probably the 65 season. Yeah, you want to give us the play-by-play there of the 65 season there, Big C?
I can't. I was too young.
Yeah, I was one. I was in Boston.
Now the first Alabama player I can remember was Snake Stabler, Ray Perkins, and Dennis Holman. So I don't remember Joe Willie. I was 7 when he was there. His last year there. Talking about Joe Namath.
Oh, yeah.
We know who he is.
We're
now.
aware who Joe Willie. Yeah.
But anyway, how you been, Wes?
I'm doing
What's
good.
going on with you?
I'm just hanging there like a hair in a biscuit, Big C. Holding on. Yeah.
Now, we got only 87 more days before kickoff.
Is that all?
But who's counting?
He's counting. It's true. He's counting.
Well, sometimes it seems like it takes forever, but when it gets here, it flies by.
That's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I will let you know this, Steve and Wes. We had Gary Rooster Rutledge on yesterday. It was a lot of fun talking to him yesterday.
How's he doing?
Good. He's retired now. He lives in Trussville. He was a pharmaceutical salesman. And what he does for activity now is he plays tennis. And I heard he's a real good tennis player.
You can see that. Yeah. How old is he now? He's
74.
That's just crazy.
That's hard.
No, it's hard to believe.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But anyway, I don't know of anything else other than how y'all think Alabama's going to do in the World Series?
Well, I know the odds makers
have them third to last.
Third to last. Only Oklahoma and Troy have longer odds than Alabama. But the top two that they have are playing each other Saturday night. Georgia and Texas. Those are your top two. And they're playing in the same pod, but, that's just how the bracket shook out here in 26.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how that all shakes out, as you say.
Mm-hmm.
And now, I understand Georgia is really good at hitting the ball, but they're not very good at it. They don't have they're sort of weak on defense. Is that right?
They're weak in the bullpen, and Alabama defensively was bad for a minute there.
We're not talking about Alabama. We're talking about Georgia. But see, you can't say anything negative about Georgia. He has to bring
I am answering Big C's question.
He asked you about Georgia. Not Alabama's.
I'm answering Big C's question.
You haven't answered it yet.
In terms of who's had a shakier year defensively, it was by far Alabama over Georgia.
See, he can't say it.
Go Dogs.
Yeah. I hope Texas kicks their ass.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah,
Hook 'em?
Yeah.
Hook 'em?
I'm pulling for. I was pulling for Georgia. Now
No, see, I want the Ole Miss team to come out and start doing basket weaving right in front of the Texas team.
They're not even the same.
That is in reference to Steve Sarkisian talked about the academic requirements at the University of Mississippi. So yeah. And
he might have fired up the wrong team doing that. That's you remember. I don't know if y'all remember, but a guy named Steve Kiner that played for Tennessee said that Archie Manning tipped off things and called Ole Miss a bunch of mules. And then Tennessee came to Jackson, Mississippi in 1969, and they ranked number 3 and got whipped 38-0.
Wow.
They were going to go to the Orange Bowl if they won, and that dashed their hopes to go there.
I had no idea about that.
He was the one that coined the Archie Who on Archie Manning.
Okay. Oh, okay. I know that part of the Book of Manning focused a lot more on that win over Alabama.
Which one was that? I mean,
I think it was the same year.
Creighton did the directing the band, or what?
No, Archie. Or am I misremembering that?
They lost.
He went 2-1 against us when he was there.
Okay, so all right.
That's all I can tell you about that. The Book of Manning, I might need to get that. I'd like to read that.
Well, that is the name of the 30 for 30 special. It's actually, I think John Goodman narrated it, but it was very well put together.
You know, I don't know if he's still, but you know, his wife was from Baton Rouge, and I think he lived down there for a while. Or New Orleans one.
I think he
became a Louisiana man.
You talking about Archie?
No, John Goodman.
Yeah. I think he still lives down there.
Yeah, his wife was from down there. I don't know how. All right, Everybody's All-American. Did they film that movie down there or not?
You're asking me to Google that one. I don't know that one off the top of my head.
That was a wild movie. It was a great movie, though.
Haven't seen it.
Yep. Oh, anyway. Well, I don't know anything else to say. I just hope Alabama can pull it off. But now, who was the favorite on that thing? Georgia and Texas.
Yeah,
Georgia.
Texas.
Texas
was the top. He's not going to tell you that.
Texas
is Georgia first again.
Texas is the favorite, followed by Georgia.
See, do you remember Tommy Brown, who played at Alabama? Was a backup guard.
The name rings
he was a really good player. He ended up going.
Play baseball.
No. His brother plays baseball for Georgia. They won 2 national championships while he was at Alabama. Then he went to Colorado for a year. Then they were awful. But remember, he did the underwear commercial, which offensive tackles, it should be against the law for an offensive tackle to do.
I'd sign off on that bill.
It ought to be in the bill.
Sign off on that part of the bill.
100% of the bill.
Yep.
I mean, you can't unsee that, Big C. So. Anyway, his other brother, I got to find out. He called me about 10 days ago. He lives in California, was from California. He played high school with Bryce Young at Mater Dei.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and his brother, it plays for Georgia. And so I was kind of going to pull for Georgia, but now I want to see Steve hurt.
How'd that SEC championship game go last December?
About as good as Georgia winning and the streak Alabama busted.
It was pretty good up in Indianapolis, too.
Yeah, now you can't say anything else now, can you?
Not for a minute. Well, so it was, I was reading up on the notes from the Worldwide Leader that they've mentioned Georgia at Alabama. And they mentioned the last time the Crimson Tide lost to Georgia. That was that overtime game back in 2007. Musa Smith.
Saban's first year.
Yep.
That's right. That's right. Took overtime.
The best story ever, I think, I've ever heard in football, besides Coach Dye, a couple of Coach Dyes, was Coach Saban talking about the guy when he stopped after they got beat by Louisiana.
Yeah.
That is probably the best.
Well, that Saban guy, he needs to go.
Yeah, no, he says not with this guy. Yeah, he's talking about, he said not with this guy. Yeah, not with this guy's coach.
That was a good one there. It sure was. Oh, man. Well, I just want to holler at y'all for a minute.
Hey, tell folks how to watch you there on Facebook.
Okay. Yours truly is on Facebook. We'll be on at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We're on 8 to 9 Monday through Friday. And it's called Talking, and we're going to spell it out, TALKIN apostrophe.
That's right.
You put a G on it, you won't get us. You put an apostrophe on it, you will.
It ain't no G thing.
No, it's not. You're right. And you can call us at 334-799-4922. Talk to us, or you can interact with us. People, make comments, and I talk to them, back to them, and all that. So,
outstanding.
If you don't want to call, you can do that. So,
it's appointment viewing on
we have a lot
weekday
of fun
mornings.
with it, huh?
It is appointment viewing on weekday mornings.
Right. That's right.
Set the alarm.
Thank y'all.
Wake the kids, phone the neighbors, set the VCR.
TAL. What is that again?
TALKIN
apostrophe.
Apostrophe.
You got you.
Got it.
With
got
big,
it.
Talking sports with Big C.
All right, Big C.
The wildest Indian in the town.
No question.
Y'all hang in there. We'll talk to y'all later.
Thank you, Big C. Always great to hear from you. I don't know. So I've gone through 2 judicial hearings today, and I just
like it.
I just needed to hear Big C. I just needed to hear Big C.
It kind of sets everything right.
It really does.
Centering.
Clay Travis was a featured speaker, a witness in the sports broadcasting amid new media. This is the same joker that came up to me at media days at Hoover and said, "Hey, I just asked Tim Tebow whether or not he was a virgin." And here we are in 2026, and he's sitting there talking to members of a judiciary hearing.
Yeah.
That's real. And I
never have I felt more like a dinosaur.
Yeah.
In this industry.
There is a couple. Clay had some very poignant things to say. This was in about the 1961 bill that was passed to help the NFL with their television contracts. And this committee in particular up in D.C. is examining whether or not it needs to be touched up a bit since it was made in 1961. And so,
well, I mean, a
very small crack
is a
in the
good bill. I don't know about that one.
Well, it was a very small crack in the door that they have been prying at a little bit ever since. And you get all the deregulation, especially in the 80s, by the Republican Party's favorite president and hold ornament, Ronald Reagan. And all the deregulation happened there, and it's snowballed. And this is where we are.
And in a weird way, I felt a little bit of a tie-in to the college game because Clay actually does talk about what we get as college football fans on Saturday compared to what we get on Sundays with the National Football League. And it is part and parcel due to this bill that it is being argued by Senator Fitzgerald. Well, I'll play this little portion and we need to head off to a break, but he believes the following.
The Sports Broadcasting Act was enacted to expand access to sports broadcasting, not to facilitate exclusive streaming arrangements that force fans to pay more for less. In my view, the NFL seems to have lost sight of the original purpose of the legislation. And in fact, they may even be in violation of the law right now.
That is Senator Fitzgerald and his thoughts moving forward.
What does that have to do with what's going on in college?
Well, I mean, it is sports broadcasting.
That's how, I mean, what's he saying? The NFL, how's the NFL?
Well, we'll dive into that.
That's this guy says this is, I mean, why in the world are they talking about that? That has nothing to do with what's going on in college football.
Welcome to my world today in 2026, where it was one committee hearing after another. C-SPAN got a big old rating out of me today. We'll get into this on the other side. Certainly your phone calls are welcome at 256-576-4977.
Boxers or briefs, details at 10.
You're listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Hey, I'm Bobby White, and our employee pricing for everyone is in high gear right now at Lynn Layton Ford in Decatur. That's right, everyone in the Tennessee Valley can get our special Ford employee pricing on over 280 available new Fords. Save up to $15,000 off MSRP on remaining new 25 F-150s and up to $8,000 off MSRP on new 25 Broncos. With your good credit, you can save thousands with financing as low as 0% on select new models. And always remember, Lynn Layton Ford will never charge you any mysterious dock fee or some hidden markup. It's simple. You pay what we pay on 280 new Fords. That's right, $15,000 off MSRP on new 25 F-150s, $8,000 off MSRP on new 25 Broncos, or lock in 0% financing on select new models. Come see us at Lynn Layton Ford, right in the heart of Ford country, just a mile south of the Beltline in Decatur, or online anytime at lynnlaytonford.com.
Since 1983, Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate's Ann Adams has been your local go-to real estate expert in the area. As a buyer, you can trust Ann's in-depth knowledge of the local housing market to narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in, saving you time when shopping for a new home. When you're ready to sell, Ann's expert negotiation skills will ensure you get a fair price and hassle-free experience. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or email annadamsrise@gmail.com.
There's power in caring when it is put into action. Each year, our bankers serve on nonprofit boards, support our local educators, and volunteer with our hometown food bank. I'm Bobby Humphrey, Vice President of Business Development for Bryan Bank, and community service is just not a line item in our mission statement, it's who we are. Because after all, Alabama is our home too. That kind of commitment to community might not be what you would expect from a bank, but it's exactly what you can expect from us. Give us a call or stop by one of our 2 offices in the Huntsville area and experience unbeatable service and legendary results.
Bryan Bank Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID 2428943, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Wes Neighbors. I'm here with Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Sam, tell the folks about Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Hey, Wes. Our company, Fleming Roofing and Restoration, specializes in commercial and residential roofing and repairs. I'm a 5th-generation Huntsvillian, and our family's been doing construction business in Huntsville area since 1965.
Sam, what kind of roofs does Fleming Roofing and Restoration do?
Our guys are skilled enough. We can come out and address any kind of leaks or issues you might have on your commercial, on your metal roofing, on your shingles. We can do anything, and we can offer you a solution to repair it, or we can replace it.
Well, you guys also do insurance restoration.
Our staff has 10-plus years of experience as insurance adjusters, and we really do know the inside and out of the claims process at Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Check out Fleming Roofing and Restoration online at FlemingHSV.com, or you can call or text them at 256-651-9440.
Hey, Wes, we show up.
At the Huntsville Sports Commission, we do sports. The Rocket City is your destination for world-class sports in North Alabama. The Huntsville Sports Commission brings elite tournaments, championships, and other exciting athletic events to our city. From youth leagues to national championships, we're driving tourism, boosting local business, and building a stronger, more active community. When you team up with us, we'll worry about the details so you don't have to. We do sports.
Listen to the Rocket City Trash Pandas all season long.
Swung on, rocketed, left center field. That's going to get down and go to the wall. Martinelli at first. He's on his way to second, and he'll pull in. There's the
Trash Panda Baseball is only on Talk Radio WZZN.
Rejecting the defense argument that this was...
No, go ahead. That was a good intro.
That's my bad.
Your average white man, Steve Moulton, and Wes Neighbors.
So, there's Jeremy Shepp there on the Sports Leader. Was texting back and forth with Jeremy to whether or not he was in D.C. and said, nope, I am hip deep into soccer land. And he, sure enough, he's got the USA balloon over his left shoulder. You know, it was exciting to see a championship football team play down at Auburn last night.
Yeah.
A championship caliber team right there down on the plains.
Well, Messi was there.
That's exactly my point.
He is amazing.
It looked like a fantastic atmosphere down there on the plains.
Yeah.
And if you happen to...
I didn't watch it.
I think it was 3-0. Argentina. Yes, Messi did score. 3-0. You excited for the old World Cup that's coming? You going to watch any of it?
I'm sure I'll watch some of it.
Can we just get to a knockout round? That's. I'm not saying, semifinals.
I want to watch Messi. I just, I have a lot of stuff going on.
Well, tonight you've got an opportunity to watch Game 4 of the NBA Finals. And if you don't want to watch that, if you didn't watch Game 3, Charles Barkley had this to say about your girl, Cardi B, or is it another letter?
We've been competing with Cardi B here. We lost. Hey, I don't know if those B's, that might be Cardi D's.
So that is in reference to, she was wearing a very skin-tight outfit.
That was an interesting outfit she was almost wearing.
She was almost wearing.
And Sir Charles has caught a lot of heat for stating the obvious.
He cares.
Stating the obvious.
Don't give me the perfectly obvious. The merely obvious will do just fine.
Now, if Cardi B really wants to lean into this, she will legally change her name to Cardi D. So.
Cardi D's. Yeah.
Is that hyphenated?
I don't know.
Can it be?
So you got Game 4 going on tonight between the Spurs and the Knicks. And I think we'll probably, because the Trash Pandas start at 6 o'clock.
Yes, the pregame is just a couple minutes away, and they're at Chattanooga. Tonight at Toyota Field, and actually it's going on right now, is a softball game between members of the Post out at Red Star Arsenal versus some city leaders. They're playing a charity softball game out there. Free.
Was this the one with Mayor Battle? That video with Mayor Battle?
It is. So they're out there playing
later.
Look for tonight or tomorrow online at the Redstone Rocket. We talked to Skip Vaughn, the editor-in-chief over there, and he's going out to cover that. So, and if you're out there just looking for something to do.
That air's pretty thick out there.
Yeah, well, go. They'll have the food vendors open. Go over there and get to hang out at Toyota Field for a while. It's a good time, and it's good to support local people.
And if you happen to be out at Toyota Field, I know we've got at least one zone deal out there. The Yard Milkshake Bar.
Good stuff.
I mean, that'll help with that thick air out there.
Bring all the boys to the yard.
And
get the milkshakes.
For half. I think they're $20.
Yeah, they're on sale, so you get
$20 for 50.
More than half off.
$20 for 50.
What other radio station puts money back in your pocket?
And you can download it straight to your phone and go right in and enjoy some milkshake.
Just show them the QR code. They scan it.
Done.
You got $50 for $20.
I've seen a couple of them. I've not had it, believe it or not. But
they're insane.
They're gigantic.
Yeah, my wife and I split one, and we couldn't finish it, both of us. And we're some eaters, don't get me wrong. But
yeah,
I'm still on the amateur circuit. I couldn't finish it. And we split one.
So softball game going out there at Toyota Field.
Yeah. Go out there and have some fun.
Sounds like a blast. 256-576-4977. So and by the way, the Trash Pandas lost last night, and it was a tough loss.
Yeah,
they were up 3-2. Then an hour and 47-minute rain delay happened.
Yep.
And then in a span of what I was told this morning by John Abraham, a span of around 8 minutes, a 3-run home run by the Lookouts.
Yeah, it just blew it all
5-2, or 5-3, something along those lines. And now,
so we're hoping we can turn that around tonight.
So now the Trash Pandas are 3 games back of the Lookouts. So it's a big series to try to compete for
they
a first
could
half
really
championship.
change things in the rankings if they have a good series with the Lookouts this week.
Yeah. So after that, due to them starting earlier since they're in the Nuga, I would assume we'll be able to start NBA Finals game number 4 around about halftime. We actually were able to squeeze in the very end of the Braves-White Sox game. And the Braves lost in a walk-off fashion. The White Sox had a brand-new player, a second baseman, first game, major league debut, and it was 2 outs, bottom of the 10th, and he parks one over the left field fence, 6-5 final score. So congratulations to the White Sox on the big win.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, no, it was a great story. I believe his last name is Montgomery, I want to say. But cool story. But obviously, if you're a Braves fan like myself, a little tough to swallow there. But, Iggy was on the mound, and sometimes that's just what happens with Raisel Iglesias. Just is what it is. Mentioned about my day watching hearings. And I tell you what, I'll punt back over to the Cruz Cantwell, the Big South commissioner. She was asked about the media money. Here is what the Big South commissioner had to say.
No qualms about the importance of media outlet. Here in the Big South Conference, we have a very valuable partnership with ESPN that we negotiate over several years, and it is by far one of our most valuable opportunities to give our student athletes that platform. In reviewing the section about pooling and, of course, needing the 75% to opt in, that is an area that I've worked with our lobbyists on making sure that we understand how that could potentially drive additional revenue, because we stand with you in the importance of protecting Olympic sports and women's sports. And so that is an area that we appreciate the attention, and we are continuing to evaluate, should that 75% opt in, how could that open up additional revenues? But make no question about it, that is something that is important to us, reserving the opportunity for Olympic sports as well as women's sports.
Right. We're very excited.
That is, again, the Big South perspective. But, I mean, I would expect to hear that from a smaller conference. Would you not?
Well, yeah. Why would they?
You're telling me you want to give me more money?
Well, I don't know exactly. I mean, Coach Tuberville we had on was against it.
Completely.
Yeah, because of this. And but then you got Coach Saban who was
for it.
But so I don't know what the parameters or how that's going to be set up. But I don't see how anybody could have. Why have a conference if everybody's going to split the money? That just doesn't make any sense. 0 cents. I mean, why would Alabama want to be the Southeastern Conference and have to split their money if they're just going to split it anyway?
Equally.
Yeah.
Across the board.
Yeah. Why would you do that?
The opening statement, and I'm telling you, I know we talked about this yesterday, I called Coach Mason at the top of the 6 o'clock hour, and you could hear the stress in his voice.
He's going in front of Congress. Yeah. And it's going to be on. That would be nerve-wracking for me too.
Here is Coach Mason's opening statement to Senator Cruz and Senator Cantwell earlier today.
I want to say thank you, Senator Coons, Senator Cruz. Right now, the state of college athletics is truly under attack. I mean, when we talk about agents, right, we're talking about people who have no credentialed sort of certifications. I mean, we're coaches, we're credentialed. And we spend time with our student athletes and their parents educating on the value of an education, the value of the experience. But what we've been seeing is this erosion of conversation between coaches and the student athlete, right? I do think the protections in this bill, are warranted and needed. It feels like the Hunger Games in college athletics. It does. And, right now, as we talk about, what we're doing to help sustain growth and development, we're seeing less and less of it, right? I think, like for us, and we spend a lot of time recruiting and turning over schedules since 2020, as we look at, COVID, the rules have been different every year. Every year we've had to sustain change. And at some point in time, change has got to stop so we can actually grow, like the opportunity for our student athletes and our universities. If we want to keep, college athletics sustainable for everybody, not just the higher part of the ecosystem, then we have to dig deep and understand that rules, regulations, and order have to be restored in college athletics.
I thought it was very well put there by Coach Mason. And he has certainly been on both sides of the coin, going from Vanderbilt to MTSU.
Is there that big a difference?
Well, they're about to split the same pie, right? I mean,
right. It is, I guess, now. This is very interesting. I just can't get up. They did need something done, but I don't know. I can't get past the splitting of the revenue thing. Is the Big Ten for this?
No.
I wouldn't think so.
This is the unifier between the SEC and the Big Ten, actually agreeing.
Well, I don't think right now the SEC has been led down the print pros path of getting just abused by the Big Ten. And anyway, I still can't believe Alabama. I mean, the SEC is going to nine-game schedule,
9 conference games,
and
at least for the next 4 years. That is done for the next 4 years.
They'll be lucky to get 2 in.
That is what I got out of who was it? Brett McMurphy.
I'm pretty sure the 2 teams that go to the Southeastern Conference game.
Those are the 2 going in.
Yep.
And last year was 5.
Yes.
I mean, to me, the other factors is how strong the ACC could be, how strong the Big Ten.
Well, they don't have to be strong. What are you talking about strong? How do they have to be strong? They just don't have to be as many losses.
Well, that's true. That's true. Well, the ACC only has 8 conference games. I mean, nobody's talking about that. ACC still, and the ACC has 30? It feels like they've got 58 teams in the ACC. But they still have 8 conference games. No one's crowing about that. Let's take our final timeout here in hour number 1. Phone lines open to you here on this Wednesday edition of The Drive. We'll be right back.
You're listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. This hour of The Drive is brought to you by Lynn Leighton Ford, located online at lynnleightonford.com.
Hey, I'm Bobby White, and our employee pricing for everyone is in high gear right now at Lynn Leighton Ford in Decatur. That's right, everyone in the Tennessee Valley can get our special Ford employee pricing on over 280 available new Fords. Save up to $15,000 off MSRP on remaining new 25 F-150s and up to $8,000 off MSRP on new 25 Broncos. With your good credit, you can save thousands with financing as low as 0% on select new models. And always remember, Lynn Leighton Ford will never charge you any mysterious dock fee or some hidden markup. It's simple. You pay what we pay on 280 new Fords. That's right, $15,000 off MSRP on new 25 F-150s, $8,000 off MSRP on new 25 Broncos, or lock in 0% financing on select new models. Come see us at Lynn Leighton Ford, right in the heart of Ford country, just a mile south of the Beltline indicator, or online anytime at lynnleightonford.com.
Specializing in simple and affordable rentals, McCurry Van and Car Rental can make sure you have just the right vehicle for your next family vacation, weekend getaway, or if you just need transportation while your vehicle is being repaired. McCurry carries Ford Transit vans and Mercedes Sprinter vans, trucks and work vans, and more. And they offer discounted rental rates for long-term rentals. Now with 4 locations: Athens, Muscle Shoals, Coleman, and Huntsville. Log on McCurryRentals.com to make your reservation now. That's McCurryRentals.com.
The LG software team brings you Bamboo HR. Bamboo streamlines everything from hiring to offboarding and eliminating manual HR tasks.
With Bamboo, our customers have saved time, stay organized, and keep employees happier with a seamless HR experience.
This is unique to Huntsville and Birmingham, and I urge you to ask about it.
Just ask anyone.
This summer, we make HVAC history as Sensagreen Heating, Cooling, and Insulation celebrates our country's 250th birthday. Happy birthday, America! In honor of crossing the Delaware River and kicking Cornwallis out of Yorktown, Sensagreen now offers $1,776 off new HVAC systems. Give me liberty and a new HVAC smart system this summer at Sensagreen with Bryant. Whatever it takes, just like our founding fathers. USA! USA! USA!
Alabama license number 12705/52808.
If you're ready to lower your utility bills, it's time to call Eagle Insulation. Eagle can handle it all. Attic re-insulation, insulation removal, wall insulation, and new construction insulation, commercial and residential. Our primary goal is to save you money, and lots of it. Typical clients realize their return on investment within 3 to 6 months. That means the re-insulation actually pays for itself and then some. See if we can help you. Contact Eagle Insulation today, 256-755-1556, or log on insulatewitheagle.com. You've been paying on that life insurance policy for years, but maybe you don't really need it anymore, or it's gotten a bit too expensive. Well, before you just let it expire, let Neighbors Insurance Solutions share with you some alternatives that you haven't considered. Don't throw away something that still may have great value for you. If you want to learn more about what Neighbors Insurance Solutions can do for you, call 256-763-7693. A death benefit could be a life benefit. Learn more at 256-763-7693.
Your Fox 54 weather.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. We stay warm and humid as we head into the overnight. Temperatures only dropping into the lower 70s. A mostly to partly sunny sky for your Thursday. Temperatures consistently climbing into the low 90s, but it'll feel like it's in the mid and upper 90s. We're essentially going to repeat this process as we head into your Friday.
Your Fox 54 weather, only on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Listen to the Rocket City Trash Pandas all season long.
Swung on lifted, deep left, back goes O'Donnell, he looks up, it's done, and it's over! Denzer again, the goose is loose!
Trash Panda Baseball is only on Talk Radio WZZN.
Just about done with hour number 1. Had Big C cranking us up here
We
on
could
a
just
Wednesday.
call it after that.
You just
We
want to
just
call
called
it?
Yeah. What else do we need? We got Big C.
Ross Dellinger tweeted out 4 hours ago that Big 12 presidents will consider sanctions against Texas Tech due to the fact that they're going to play him. He is going to be suspended for the first 2 games of the year. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, you have not been around a television or radio over the last 48, 72 hours. And Brendan Sorsby, who won his injunction against the NCAA, In a 90-minute hearing today, an NCAA attorney argued against a challenge brought by a plaintiff lawyers who's claimed multimedia rights partners, apparel brands, and corporate sponsors should not be deemed associated entities, end quote. A move that would likely uncap the athlete comp market. That's an hour ago from Ross Dellinger, CEO of CSC, Brian Seeley, in a statement on the hearing, said they have brought the issue and circumvented the process that the CSC was created to enforce the rules resulting from the settlement, and we continue to do so. A lot of moving parts, a lot of chainsaws that we're juggling right now. And the old college game. When's media days?
Coming up here soon.
Okay, can we just... Where's all this LSU hype? The hype machine for LSU's gone.
Who said that?
Well,
we listened to it yesterday.
That's true.
The kiss of death.
that is true. Yes. For those that did not tune in yesterday, Joel Klatt went stock up.
They won, how many, 4 or 5 games last year?
4. I think it was 4.
No, that was Florida.
It's a shame we don't have whiskey and wine
anymore. Yeah, that is
anymore.
Florida. Were they a 7-win team?
I don't think so. But they had the best quarterback.
Right? Money could buy.
Yeah. No, he was, remember.
Oh, yeah. Heisman Trophy. Garrett Nussmeier.
Yeah.
They're going to build the statue.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Bobby White, and our employee pricing for everyone is in high gear right now at Lynn Layton Ford in Decatur. That's right, everyone in the Tennessee Valley can get our special Ford employee pricing on over 280 available new Fords. Save up to $15,000 off MSRP on remaining new 25 F-150s and up to $8,000 off MSRP on new 25 Broncos. With your good credit, you can save thousands with financing as low as 0% on select new models. And always remember, Lynn Layton Ford will never charge you any mysterious dock fee or some hidden markup. It's simple. You pay what we pay on 280 new Fords. That's right, $15,000 off MSRP on new 25 F-150s, $8,000 off MSRP on new 25 Broncos, or lock in 0% financing on select new models. Come see us at Lynn Layton Ford, right in the heart of Ford country, just a mile south of the Beltline in Decatur, or online anytime at lynnlaytonford.com.
WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Christine Lisi. This just in. Former NBA player Terry Rozier pleaded not guilty today to new charges of sports bribery and honest services wire fraud conspiracy linked to a scheme to defraud betting platforms by gambling with inside information. The new charges were filed by federal prosecutors last month. A trial date set for February of 2027. The Big Apple in the spotlight again tonight with the Knicks hosting the Spurs in Game 4 of the Finals from Madison Square Garden. ESPN radio coverage bottom of the hour, 8:30 Eastern on ABC. Much discussion about the shove by San Antonio's Victor Wembanyama of New York's Jalen Brunson in Game 3. Retaliation by the Knicks not likely, but they will match the Spurs' physical play, according to ESPN NBA analyst Danny Green.
I expect they're going to be the initiators tonight. They're going to up their physicality, see how the refs are calling it. But like we talked about with Cat, one of the main reasons why he's not getting the ball or getting touched in the fourth quarter because of foul trouble. He has to not play into that game and get tangled up, be physical but be smart, not get silly fouls. But yes, I think San Antonio is going to continue to do that pressure.
New York's up 2-1. The Chiefs adding 2 years to quarterback Patrick Mahomes' contract in a reworked deal that ties him to Kansas City through the 2033 season at a value of $504 million, making it the first NFL contract valued at over $500 million. This is the third time in 6 years Chiefs and Mahomes have reset the QB market. Center Aaron Brewer and the Dolphins agreed on a 3-year, $52 million extension, $37 million guaranteed, making him one of the highest paid centers in the league. Baseball, Pirates place outfielder O'Neal Cruz on the injured list with a broken left hand.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. Coming up on Thursday, Game 4 of the NBA Finals. We'll chop it up with Hall of Famer Chris Webber. The actor Hart Denton is in studio, and we'll also chat with Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. That's Thursday's Rich Eisen Show on Disney+, the ESPN app, and ESPN Radio.
97.7 ESPN The Zone. Welcome to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton. Call into the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline, 256-576-4977.
That's how I roll. And I'm not going to drink and drive anymore.
That's 256-576-4977. Now, here's Wes and Steve.
Hour number 2 here on a Wednesday inside the NBA on the court there at Madison Square Garden as we speak. No sign of Cardi B on the court.
Bees.
Thought she changed her name, but
an interesting outfit she was almost wearing.
It does not seem to be as crowded as I think it's about an hour and a half before tip-off.
Well, it's still hard to get in over there.
Well,
because they haven't taken down all the barricades and stuff from yesterday.
So I don't think that. So at one point, I'm trying to remember which. I've watched way too much C-SPAN today, but at one point, I want to say it was the sports broadcasting for new media, where a couple of them were Knicks fans. They were requesting that the president not attend Game 4 tonight. By the way, that was the first time a sitting president attended the NBA Finals. I thought it was cool. He's a sports fan. There's nothing wrong with that. I thought it was cool.
I think it's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's something we were discussing this on the point with Bill Crawford today.
2 to 4.
2 to 4 on Talk Radio WCC. No, we were discussing that it's all the presidents have gone, going back to Teddy Roosevelt, who was the first president who went to the sporting event. It was the Army Navy.
Baseball?
Army Navy game.
Oh, Army Navy.
Yeah, in 1903, I think. So
was not aware of that.
So, but the big hassle in at the Madison Square Garden is they still got the barricades up from yesterday, and they haven't cleared all the stuff they blocked off for El Presidente to be there yesterday. So they're still having all the trouble getting people into Madison Square Garden, and they're still having all the problems with all the bars and restaurants and everything having watch parties down there. So they not only got screwed out of one night, they're getting screwed out of 2 nights.
It looked like they were all there, though.
Lots of fans disguised as empty seats
for
tonight.
They don't seem nearly as hyped up.
That's because they got their ass whipped.
Well,
That'll do it.
Well,
That'll
also,
do it.
I can guarantee they won't be booing during the national anthem tonight.
Were they booing? I didn't.
They were for El Presidente.
I
mean, say what you will, but don't do it during the national anthem. There'll be plenty of other opportunities to boo him besides the national anthem.
Wow.
I don't think you ought to boo any president, period.
Respect the office.
Yeah.
Respect the office.
Yeah, normally I would agree with you.
Yeah.
How do you really feel?
I would have believed you from 2016 to 2020.
So I played a portion of the sports broadcasting amid new media of Senator Fitzgerald believing that the NFL is actually breaking the law. This is a completely different issue, but it is sports. Clay Travis was on the panel. Here is what the former, I think he was a part of 3 Hour Lunch back in the day up in Nashville. Here is what Clay Travis had to say on this bill that was passed from 1961.
Mr. Travis, you may begin.
Mr. Chairman, I appreciate the invite today. Mr. Nadler, I enjoy and I appreciate the opportunity to speak to all of you. My name is Clay Travis. I founded a site called Outkick in 2011. If you haven't gone yet, you should. It's the sanest site in all of sports. A big part of what we do on that site and what I have done for the past 22 years in my career is advocate for the average sports fan. Many of you are lawyers and you're familiar with the standard of a reasonable man. How would someone respond in a context in the law? I'd like to advocate here for the reasonable fan. I just asked before I started speaking today, my followers on X, what would you say if you had the opportunity today to speak to Democrats, Republicans, to everyone across the country about your experience as a sports fan? I would encourage you guys to go look at the responses there. Hundreds of them have all come in. None of them are happy. Every single day, sports fans are getting gouged now for the opportunity of watching their favorite teams. And I would say under the Sports Broadcast Act, as a very easy summation, fans now pay far more money every year for something that by law in 1961, you all guaranteed for them should be free. For anyone out there who is saying, why is Congress involved in this? You interjected yourself in 1961 at the behest of these leagues to provide them an exemption that they have now taken advantage of, and they are gouging so many different fans out there across the entire sports landscape, regardless of who you are a fan of. Let me hit you with just a couple of ideas. The NFL in particular. CBS, Fox, NBC, ESPN, ABC, Amazon, Netflix, the NFL Sunday Ticket, Paramount, Peacock. Most of your constituents are frustrated. They don't know how to find games, and they are having to pay far too much when they have the opportunity to actually watch those games. I don't know how many of you remember back in the day when you could have one remote control in your hand and you could easily flip from any different game. Nowadays, with passwords, with sign-ins, how many of your constituents on an average Saturday or Sunday are extremely frustrated because they just can't even get logged in to watch their favorite games? And these are things that they're already paying for. I hear from fans every single day about how frustrated they are with what the leagues are doing. They just want to be able to watch their favorite team and not have to struggle to do so. Think about this perspective. Remember when flat screen televisions were very expensive? I spent $4,200 in 2006 for my first ever flat screen television. Now they are a few $100s. Capitalism has worked when it comes to flat screen television. Sports fans now can watch huge flat screens in their home for a fraction of the cost that they paid in 2006, but they now have to pay a massive amount to be able to watch all of their favorite teams. Your investigation has actually uncovered that the NFL Sunday Ticket, which is one of the most expensive packages out there, the NFL doesn't even offer to the average fan what they actually want, which is the ability to subscribe to their favorite team if they live out of market. Something that many of you know all about because you travel all the time and you probably want to watch your favorite NFL team, your local constituent team. You don't have the ability to do it. They don't offer that product, even though the marketplace is telling them that's what people most want. I love college football. I love the NFL. I have 3 boys. We spend all day Saturday and Sunday watching games. In the college football world, I get 10 broadcast games for free every single Saturday. The market for college football is robust. In the NFL, at most, you only get 4. The NFL is going to argue that 87% of their games are still free. That still means that they're violating the law with 13% of the games that they are putting behind streamers. It also means that the reality is, if you look at your individual constituents, none of them are getting 87%. And let me close with this one example here, and I look forward to your questions. Buffalo Bills, great new stadium opening. $850 million in taxpayer funds. Their very first home game is on a Thursday on Amazon. Most of the taxpayers in the state of New York who paid for that stadium are not able to watch for free a Buffalo Bills home opener. That's wrong. You guys have an important responsibility and an opportunity to apply the law fairly, freely, and help fans everywhere across the entire nation pay less and get more. Thank you.
That's Clay Travis.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're shaking your head a good bit all throughout that.
Because he's a yo-yo.
Clay is
a yo-yo.
Clay's a lawyer and a litigator and knows how to debate.
I just
Does he have a point? Does he at all? Is the NFL with 13% of their games behind?
People are having trouble getting on the stream. I mean, that's not the NFL's fault. You can't pull up your own TV.
I'm not thinking it's the NFL's fault. I think it's the broadcaster's fault. Because right now you can go and buy an 85-inch television for cheaper than you can go to the game.
Yeah.
Any game.
Yeah.
But you will spend more by the time you get all you need to go and watch your game for the season, you might as well go to that one game. Because it's still going to be cheaper to go to the one game. By the time you got to have this package. It's blocked out in your area. Because people started buying all these TVs to watch it because they couldn't afford the games.
TVs
now they got to
because
spend
they're
more
made
money.
in China.
Well, that's the American way. If you won't build it, we'll find someone who will. It's cheaper.
Exactly
It's cheaper to go over there and have it built and put it on a boat and bring it back than to have it built here. Because they don't pay them anything.
Part of the witnesses included a Houston bar owner. Here is his perspective on what he is doing. I didn't know this. Because as I've mentioned, I do have DirecTV, and for the last handful of seasons, even without Sunday Ticket, they were still giving you the opportunity on DirecTV to grab every game. And that is not the case this year. And I just found this out. I didn't know if you know this, but a Houston bar owner.
Just imagine at home if you tried to stream, 30 Netflixes at once, your internet's just going to die. Well, it's the same way for most bars and restaurants today. I buy an internet that's big enough to run my POS and to run systems and give customers some Wi-Fi. But when I put this in, I'm going to have to go get like gig fiber connections. And I can only imagine there's bars and restaurants out there that don't even have that ability to go buy, high-speed internet maybe at a reasonable price. But for sure, once you bring this in with this infrastructure, you have to make sure every part of it actually works. So if I need to show 10 games at noon on Sunday, there's 2 on broadcast TV, which I'll be watching with my DirecTV boxes, 8 on the streaming boxes. And the other problem is the 8 streaming boxes. So almost all sports bars have went and bought these, even the best sports bars, they have these video distribution systems where you bought a certain number of inputs and a certain number of outputs. Well, now we're bringing in 8 new inputs and everybody's looking at their equipment going like, I don't have 8 spots to plug in new boxes. So we're left with, do we go back and buy even bigger and more expensive equipment, of which there's a very limited amount of in the marketplace because only so many sports bars open a year? Or do we rip out DirecTV boxes on Sunday or put in some kind of switches to switch over? Imagine the typical manager in a restaurant, okay, at noon, switch all these boxes over, and then after that game's over, this one's going to be on broadcast. Let's switch these TVs over. It's just mayhem.
Oh, mayhem.
If you've ever,
oh my God,
if you've ever been in a bar, that happens already.
Well, man, what's wrong with our society? What is wrong? Think about it. We grew up with 4 stations. We turned out okay.
I was the remote.
Yeah, I was too, with my channel locks.
I got a flat spot on the back of my head. Change the channel, son.
I can't watch every game. Oh.
Well, I feel for the bar owners and stuff. I feel for it, but the ones
their places are full. They're making money.
But you make decisions for your clientele which games they're going to want to watch, and go, hey, if you want to watch this other game, go home.
Well, Bob Howard, you can watch every game.
Yeah.
Right, so Furniture Factory. You watch them all. I was watching them last. Yeah. Who won the hockey game last night? By the way,
that'd be Carolina, 5-3. Did you not see the game-winning goal? Yeah. It was a Stahl. They
win 5-3, but it was a game.
Well, no. There was an empty netter at the end.
Oh, okay.
So he was falling down and flicked it over the glove of the goaltender. He was falling down and flick. It was fantastic.
I gotta watch the highlights.
It was fantastic.
I just can't believe that these guys.
We've got a right to watch every single game, Wes.
Yeah, I mean, how are you gonna watch them all at the same time anyway?
So we're just gonna
have to work anymore.
Stagger them out.
I mean, you go to Baumhauer's, he has them all on. How does he do it? Magic. I mean, come on.
No,
guys.
it's a bar owner who's taking the time. We know Bob, and we know that his people have taken the time to adapt and update their infrastructure to allow for stuff like this, because he wants all the games everywhere.
So you find this whole thing ridiculous?
The equipment's there,
yes.
And he was
absolutely.
It's not so available now.
I wasted half of my afternoon watching this hearing.
Yeah, you did.
Come join us tomorrow between 2 and 4.
I think
on the point
I
of Bill
think
Crawford.
I'm for everything they said. If they put what's his name in jail, who's the head of the NFL?
Goodell.
If Roger Goodell goes to jail, I'm all for it.
Oh, well, then hang on.
Kidding.
No. Hang on. Where is it?
Not interview him.
You'll enjoy this then. This is Senator Fitzgerald in part of his opening statement. This is only 55 seconds.
Not to make it personal, but Commissioner Rozell's salary in 1961 was $60,000. Commissioner Goodell's salary today is reportedly over $60 million. And in 1999, Dan Snyder purchased the now Washington Commanders for $800 million. Today, despite having only one playoff win in the last 25 years, sorry, Commanders fans, the Commanders are presently valued at over $7 billion. The NFL now reaches hundreds of millions of fans across dozens of international markets. The NFL is not a fragile enterprise in need of special protection. It is one of the most successful and powerful entertainment businesses in the world, and it pays its players and staff accordingly. To suggest that teams could not remain competitive without an antitrust exemption is simply false.
Well, I don't know how an antitrust is going to help you get your TVs on.
I'm sure there's an app for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how many billions do you really need?
Well,
is this the right of? Is this the right of every American citizen?
I mean, the top floor, the executive floor, are they willing to kick in if there's a shortfall?
If we have the right to watch every NFL game for free,
well, I have problems with people that I'm. If the guy's a billionaire, he didn't do it by accident. He took a lot of risk.
I hear that.
And for everyone that makes it, there 500 that didn't. Trying to get to the thing. If they buy a team, they laughed at Jerry Jones when he bought the Cowboys.
That's right. Yeah.
Laughed.
Yeah.
Said he was going to go broke. The stupidest things ever. I mean, I'm not jealous of their success.
And his laugh rings through Jerry's world.
Yeah. I mean, and you're talking about somebody that has ruined a football team. I mean, serious.
I mean, Jimmy Johnson is still laughing.
What they've done to bring, they've done it by what they're complaining about, where you can watch more games than you used to be able to watch. I know that. Now, I don't go to NFL games, and I think it's ridiculous what they're charging, and that's why I don't go. I don't have any. I don't want to go.
Well, if you love that, Commissioner of the Federal Communications Commission, they are directed by 5 commissioners nominated by the president and confirmed by the Senate. One of those is Commissioner Ana Gomez. Would you like to hear what she has to say?
Tell me what she is again now.
She is one of the commissioners of the Federal Communications Commission, the
FCC.
FCC.
This ought to be good.
Yeah,
I love the FCC, by the way. I don't dislike the FCC.
Get ready for that dump button over there.
I also want to be candid about where the FCC's authority ends. The Commission can gather information, raise concerns, and call out fouls when we see them, but any meaningful update to the Sports Broadcasting Act will ultimately require legislative action. Despite growing public concern about the challenges facing the media ecosystem, this administration does not appear to be prioritizing consumer protection. According to reports, the scrutiny now being applied to sports leagues through government agencies like the FCC and DOJ appears to be driven less by a genuine interest in protecting fans and more by the influence of powerful media companies with close ties to this administration that stand to benefit financially from the outcome of that scrutiny. I've called this pattern the billionaire buddy bypass, where the public interest gets bypassed in favor of a powerful few, and it extends well beyond sports broadcasting into a sweeping consolidation of media power that poses serious risks to journalism, to free expression, and to the Americans that depend on both. That consolidation is where I want to spend the remainder of my time because the stakes are high and the pattern is clear. When the FCC unlawfully waived federal law to let one broadcaster reach 80% of local television households, more than double the cap set by Congress by statute, it signaled it was willing to move the goalposts for the entire industry for the right relationships. When Paramount settled a baseless lawsuit just 2 days before its merger with Skydance was approved, and that approval was conditioned on commitments to reshape the editorial direction at CBS News, we saw what unchecked media consolidation leaves in its wake, including the collapse of 60 Minutes and the irreparable damage done to one of the most trusted names in broadcast journalism. And now that same ownership is seeking to add CNN, HBO, and Warner Brothers to that portfolio, financed by $24 billion from sovereign wealth funds controlled by foreign governments with documented records of press suppression. Nearly half of the combined company would be in foreign government hands.
That's just a portion.
Well, I can see why you wouldn't want that part of it.
Yep.
But to act like all of a sudden the last year and a half something has changed in media is a joke. That's what I mean. This didn't happen.
This has been happening easily 20 years.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, and to be honest, that's kind of what got me out of television. Not 8 years ago, just because it was a direction, and you got to put your own skin in the game. Because, I see a lot of
things are about to change dramatically here with local television in a big, big way.
Exactly.
With 31 and 48.
Well, I'm talking to some of these people, too. By the way, the 54 merger is going to take a while. But the other one, just a matter of time. And this is just your mileage may vary. You may have somebody telling you something different. But it's the same thing where you got... I look at it like NIL, because these people, there's no consequence, there's no loyalty. They just kind of bounce around and do what they want. And same thing with all these media groups. They're just going to bounce around and do what they want.
I think CBS did a lot of what they did to themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think,
they created an environment. The time to fix it was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And same with NIL. And nobody did anything. And I realized... maybe this is a problem we didn't cause. I get it, but we got to clean it up. But and I'm sorry, but this is somebody's going to fix it. It's our turn.
But I will say the last part of that message from her with foreign-owned entities controlling messages to American people.
Oh, for crying out loud! That's been happening for 40 years.
Yeah,
we've had foreign investors.
Can we stop that?
Roger Ailes was from Australia.
Can we stop
when
it?
he started Fox News?
Well, I know there's canned stories that get played from coast to coast.
Yeah.
You know that too.
Yeah. I've put them on television.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it's time to let it go, I think. There's never going to be. You've got a few holdouts like our fearless leader Wes here, with local ownership, and you've got a bunch of them here in Huntsville. But that's where you're going to, and a lot of independent media. That's where you're going to get it. And so now, if these schools have, and even Alabama and Auburn and those, even though have handed off all their stuff to one company, Learfield.
They have, or
Playfly. Okay, you've got this money. Build your own network.
Playfly is getting to be a monster.
Build your own network. You could sub out these different crews, and for crying out loud, the University of Alabama, they do TV better than anybody else in the state.
So
when
did Alabama start? When did they sell their rights to Learfield?
Ooh, it's been a while.
It's been a long time.
I want to say 90s.
Yeah.
Early 90s, I think.
That sounds right.
It's been a while.
And they have to renegotiate every so often?
I think they go, well, we have to renegotiate as well. But I think
they shake Steve down every so often.
Yeah. I
see him come back. They hold him upside down and coins coming out of his pockets. Like a cartoon.
Yeah. There's not that many coins. Anyway, so there you go. That was the bulk of my day. Watching those two.
And if you want to complain about the state of media in America, join me on Point with Bill Crawford, weekdays 2 to 4 on Talk Radio WCCN.
So I imagine you might hear this conversation again tomorrow.
I can practically guarantee it.
Say, do you want?
I'm gonna call Bill. Just tell him don't come in.
I got it today. I
got you, brother.
Let's take our first time out. Final call for phone calls on the other side before we hand things over to the Trash Pandas as they look to bounce back over the Chattanooga Lookouts. That game currently over on Talk Radio, WCZN.
You're listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Since 1983, Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate's Ann Adams has been your local go-to real estate expert in the area. As a buyer, you can trust Ann's in-depth knowledge of the local housing market to narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in, saving you time when shopping for a new home. When you're ready to sell, Ann's expert negotiation skills will ensure you get a fair price and hassle-free experience. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or email annadamsrise@gmail.com.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
AL cert number 21014.
Welcome into the hottest and coolest game show around called The Freeze. Today's contestant, Bob. Bob, can you tell me the heating and air business that provides free service with repair?
Is it Talent Heating and Air Conditioning?
Can you tell me which heating and air business provides free second opinions?
Talent Heating and Air Conditioning.
You are our grand prize winner. You have won a visit from the #1 heating and air business in the Tennessee Valley.
Talent Heating and Air Conditioning?
That's right. Talent Heating and Air is coming to you.
This is Thomas with Talent Heating and Air Conditioning, and you don't have to win a game show to use us. We have free second opinions year-round, and we're doing free service calls with a repair. So just remember, call Talent Heating and Air Conditioning at 256-503-4490 or visit us on our website at talenthvac.com.
I'm attorney Gary Lackey. I know your accident is the real thing, and they happen to real people.
I'm attorney Justin Lackey. There's a lot of talk right now about bigger, but when you've had a wreck, is bigger better?
I'm attorney Jennifer Lackey. Do you want to be just a case number?
With offices in Huntsville and Scottsboro, we take the time to help.
The Lackey Law Firm. The Lackey Law Family. 1-800-4RIGHTS.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
TLG's Next Level software team tackles your automation bottlenecks.
saving our customers precious time and money.
This resource is unique to Huntsville and Birmingham, and I urge you to ask about it.
From the largest to the smallest companies, TLG is here for you.
TLG is doing the right thing for all aspects of your company.
Just ask anyone.
By now, you know about Eagle Masonry and Insulation, and maybe you know that Eagle also does landscaping and dirt work. But how about after paint work? Shower doors, shelving, and mirrors, all taken care of by Eagle, the same Eagle that takes care of all your masonry, insulation, and landscaping needs. Eagle brings the same level of expertise to all these disciplines, and they're ready to provide you with a free quote. The website is the same, insulatewitheagle.com, as is the phone number, 256-755-1556. Give them a call and see what Eagle can do for you. Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money.
The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton. Weekdays from 5 to 7 p.m. Only on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Final call for phone calls here on a Wednesday. 256-576-4977. A lot of times you see boxers coming out of retirement. I mean, I don't know how many times I've seen boxers come out of retirement, and it does not end well. They're kind of a shell of themselves, and it's just not good. But this return, of all the superstars that we've seen throughout the years, if there's one person that can come back,
George Foreman.
Well, he is.
I love his grill.
Yeah, but he is unfortunately not with us. But if there's one person that has, I think, potential, maybe not to be as high as she was. I mean, come on.
Oh, she made it. That's one for the highlight reels.
That is as Serena Williams came back and won her first match since she last played in the 2022 U.S. Open. That's 1,350 days in between matches as she won a match earlier in the week. 44 years old, Serena Williams.
In the French Open?
No. This was a third seed, part of a doubles team at the HSBC Championships at the Queen's Club in London. So if there is one player that I could see Serena, she was so much fun to watch. Everyone thought it was Venus right out of the gate, but the way Serena just moved around the court, it was she was a lot of fun to watch. And the power on the serve, we'll see what happens in that regard. Finally, I think branding is important in coming out with a new product. Of certainly quality of a product matters. There is a new product coming out. It's premium coconut water made from organic Vietnamese coconuts. And retired NFL quarterback Tom Brady has partnered with GoPuff to launch the product. Here's a portion of the commercial with our good friend Tom Brady.
Are you launching another celebrity seltzer brand?
No, I'm launching a brand new coconut water. It's actually really good.
Oh, what's it called?
He didn't say the name of the product because the name of the product is Good Nut. Yeah, I'm not making it up. Good Nut is the name of the product. A premium and by the way, had Tom Brady actually said Good Nut, then I think social media just would have collapsed.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, exactly. So it comes in 3 flavors. Your good nut comes in 3 flavors. Original, chocolate, and sparkling. And it's priced at $3.29 per can. Social media users immediately reacted and suggest the nature of the name prompted Brady to celebrate the viral attention in a post saying that he loves that it's trending in the U.S. because the ingredients are just that good. Quoted saying, "I love it."
I don't know.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody. I mean, we'll see whether or not this makes money for Tom Brady, because I know he's hurt, and Fox only gave him like 300.
He lost a bunch of money in
did he really?
In Bitcoin.
I think a lot of people lost some money.
Well, no, I don't think it.
No? Is Bitcoin still a thing?
Yeah, I mean it's up tremendously from when it started now, but he had some other deal and he got sued by he was promoting it. I think they put the owner of that in jail.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, but he has a very good buddy at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Got him out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
El Presidente.
Those pardons.
What was that guy's name?
The Bitcoin founder.
No,
I know this is terribly offensive, but it looks like a bowl of alphabet soup.
Yeah.
It's not my first language, so I can't tell. It's a lot of consonants. But yeah, because that's the buddy that helped the next level of Trump set up their Bitcoin outfit.
Sam
the first 2 sons of El Presidente.
Does that sound right? Sam Bankman?
No.
No?
Anyway, he was involved with that guy. I don't know much about it other than that.
So it's probably safe to say he's not involved in good nut. I mean,
I don't know. He might be. Who knows?
I can think of 1,000 other better names.
Can I bring something back around for something a little more somber? I heard overnight that Bill Cody from WSM passed away.
Yes.
He had been having some illnesses, for a couple of years now. And he finally let go and went home last night. So I know there's a lot of people that his life has affected. A lot of people, even here, have worked with him. And not including our own good friend John Malone,
who's passed away. Yeah.
But there's every time I was appointment listening every time I went to Nashville, is listening to Bill, and
really,
and on Saturday night at the Opry is to listen to him as the announcer. So it's one of the big voices that rings in my head whenever I think about wanting to do better in this business, and to have lost him is so.
I mean, I've heard him plenty. I didn't know. That was him.
And to a guy, not only did he have a great set of pipes, but he was as real as you and me sitting here. And to those I know have met him and visited with him several times, it's like sitting on the porch with an old friend. And so that is exactly, radio is supposed to be a very personal medium, and Bill Cody did it better than very few others.
Well said. I certainly, Saturday night was because you would wait for the sun to go down, and then Dad in particular would turn on the AM radio.
Yep.
Turn it to 650. And we would listen to the Grand Ole Opry when I was a kid. That's just something that we did back in the day. But
so we
hate to hear that passing.
Well, we are losing more and more of our legends. And I'm sure those of you who do other things, you're losing more and more of the great names in your businesses too. But
yeah, we are. We are.
So many of this business overlap into your lives, and we don't take that lightly. And to have so many people be mourning him is a testament to how many lives he touched while he was here.
There you go. That's a good way to end the program here today.
Sorry to break it down.
No. I'm glad you said something.
We were making odd scrotal references to coconut drinks. So I thought we'd better legit this thing back up.
Thank you. Steve was backing up to second grade.
Well,
it felt like another version of New Coke.
Middle school strong.
Yeah,
you know?
It felt like another version of New Coke to me. Like, what are you doing? Wait, what are we doing?
Well, maybe they'll have a vasectomy.
Is
the sugar-free the vasectomy?
Is there a dartboard? First name, good. What's the second name? Goodness gracious.
Thought again. Spin it again.
Yeah. That is going to wrap us up on this Wednesday edition of The Drive.
Flat-footed. Hang on.
And as soon as we're done with Trash Pandas, I mean, if you just want me to be quiet, I'll just be quiet.
Rookie moves over here.
As soon as we're done with the Trash Pandas, who I hope are performing better tonight. They lost last night. Daniel manning the board over there on Talk Radio WZZN. Right now, Rocket City up 2-0. Top of the third.
Come on, guys.
Yep. Big rally. Lost last night 5-3. They're 3 games back of the Lookouts and their new digs. I need to go check it out.
That new Erlanger Park looks really good.
I saw
just
the pictures from Josh in particular on his X account. Trash Pandas, by the way, back in town next week, taking on the Biscuits over at Toyota Field. See ya.
Hey, I'm Bobby White, and our employee pricing for everyone is in high gear right now at Lynn Layton Ford in Decatur. That's right, everyone in the Tennessee Valley can get our special Ford employee pricing on over 200